So my research is on international education broadly, and so I'm interested in the ways that education systems are becoming more globally integrated, both in terms of where students come from, what students are learning in their education, and also where they travel during their studies, which is increasingly a big part of things. So I'm interested in all those things, but I mainly focus on how governments regulate that, so how governments encourage international learning or not, and how they do that. I did an arts degree, and I was interested as a teenager in politics and social issues, but I didn't know what I wanted to do as a career. I had no idea really. I liked writing and I liked travelling, and I was committed to making the world a better place. But beyond that, I didn't really have much idea. I guess the number of students here is increasing quite rapidly, like 10-15% a year at the moment, and a large part of the reason for that is that the UK and United States, which are big destinations for students from all over the world, are clamping up. It's much more difficult to get a visa into those countries. The messages from those governments are not very welcoming at the moment. So many students are choosing Australia, New Zealand, Canada instead, because we're much more open and in some ways happier multicultural societies than the US and UK at the moment, where there's a lot of tension domestically, and a lot of students are turned off going to those places. So that's why there's a big growth here. Now around 20% of undergrad students have had some overseas study experience as part of their bachelor's degree in Australia, and that's huge. It's grown really quickly over the last 10 years or so. And so that means that young people working in Australia now are starting to connect what you're learning in your studies with what people are doing overseas professionally. So Australians have always travelled a lot, and like I did when I was young a long time ago, but then it was very difficult to connect your travel with your study. RMIT is one of the most international institutions in Australia, but also in the world. I mean, we have big campuses in Vietnam, lots of students enrolled in partner programs in Singapore, lots of international students here in Alberta. So for someone who's interested in international education research, it's a really good place to be because the institution is doing so much.